Hello, my name is Alexei Petrov, also known as my podcast name Alarmsei. Welcome to my podcast. A little bit about myself is that I'm a college student. I'm 19 years old, and I enjoy music. I enjoy, working out like whenever I can. Of course, the goal of this podcast is to, grow and talk about your goals and talk about things you want to improve at. And also, I enjoy going on walks. I enjoy. I'm a big food lover. I love eating a lot. And I have some other socials as well besides besides the podcast. You can check out my rap Instagram. I've been a rapper for about a year now. It's called Kai Coaster, spelled Kaikoaster. Go follow that as well.
We'll tag it.
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna hand it over to my friend right here and introduce yourself.
Oh, hey guys. I'm Daniel. I'm going to be kind of like the co-host here. I'm the guy with the hearing loss, if that's easiest to remember for you. A little bit about myself. I'm a college student with him. We've grown up together and gone through the same school with some very similar experiences. So it's fun to start a podcast and talk about how our lives are going right now, especially going into adulthood. We start experiencing a lot of new things, and we just want to talk about it on this podcast. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So an overview of what the podcasts are going to be about. Pretty much, it's going to be about. I had a really strong motivation to make it about good health, mental, physical, and just also not only eating good but also exercising. That's what I wanted to put a lot of emphasis on. I feel like it's something that really important to me, and also that's pretty much going to be a lot of stuff. A lot of podcasts going to be talking about that, and also another thing I wanted to talk about is occasionally we'll touch some current events that's going on, and just you can hear our opinion on it and hear what we have to say, and just get another perspective on it. And then we also gonna talk about things that we enjoy doing, like our hobbies. Like we enjoy fishing. Daniel and I go fishing, and we enjoy other stuff too. Like we're both into music. We're gonna talk about music a lot. We're gonna also talk about financial stuff because kind of crypto. I'm into crypto and stock. I'm just only getting into stocks, very beginners, but I'm looking forward to getting more in depth as I go on with the podcast. Yeah, so those are just the overview of the future podcasts. And today in our first podcast, I'd like to touch on why health and wellness is important to us. So why do you think health and wellness is important to you?
I think health and wellness will allow us to live our best lives and allow us to be as productive as we can be,
Yeah.
It's important to keep our health and wellness in mind and in check as well, because when we start going off the rails or whatever happens to you, things can go downhill pretty fast. It's hard to build up what you took so long to build. Let me say that again. It's easy for things to crash, but it's very hard to build things back up. And that's why maintaining your health and wellness is an important aspect, because it allows you to be the best you can be.
Yeah, it allows you to best. I agree. It allows you to, make things kind of like a buffer in tough times. It kind of gives you more hope to moving on.
Definitely.
Kind of, it gives you more motivation. If you're having tough times and you're not healthy, then that's a red flag for me, because I feel like without if I just sit inside and just do nothing all day, I feel like I'll be just more depressed. So I really want to emphasize exercising as a way to combat depression. And so also it's not only for yourself, it's also for others, because your health is going to benefit others. You're able to serve your community more and serve others with your good health, kind of by setting a good example for others, and kind of by also being physically able to do things, like being physically able to like help out or volunteer or whatever.
Definitely.
Because if you're not healthy, then you can't really do much. Like not even just your normal job. Like if you think about it, then your job's it's not only about money. It's about the people. Like it's about serving as well. Like if you think about it from a different standpoint, then if you're not healthy, then your job's also not going to go well. And it's really important for me. I feel like any job I work, whether it's part-time or full-time, it's important for me to stay on top of it and also stay healthy, so I can give 100% in it and give the best I can, so that way my customers and any people that are using the services are going to be satisfied and helped out eventually.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I got a quick question. What is your definition of health?
Well, health, my definition of health is just pretty much a balance of like pretty much having there's no such thing as having no problems, right? A perfect health does not exist. No one has zero problems. Everyone has problems. So but my definition of health is pretty much the ability to withstand any problem. So the ability to withstand any problem, whether it be mental or physical. So like, let's say the more you're active physically, the more you're able to withstand some sort of disease or whatnot. The more you're mentally stable, the more you're able to withstand any tragic moment happening. So it's pretty much the more healthy you are, the more stable you are, the more like able to withstand, because a lot of things aren't in our control. We can't control what goes down outside of us, but we can definitely control what goes inside of us. And that's what health is controlling what you can.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. It helps you build toughness, mental toughness, immune toughness. That's pretty important right now, especially with COVID. I guess mental toughness is just as important, considering how much mental health has been declining over the pandemic. But yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. That's cool. That's good to know.
So basically now, I'd like to ask you if you have any workout goals, because just tell me about anything you'd like to, any goals when it comes to physical health. That's the first thing I want to touch in this intro podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh my bad.
Sorry. I wanted you to say your workout goals.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I think the first thing about my workout goals, I definitely need to start working out again. I used to be very, very active. I was an athlete or swimmer specifically, and I was pretty in shape, I would say. But the only problem is once I stopped swimming, once COVID really hit, I just lost myself. I stopped working out, or at least I stopped working out consistently. And lately, the past almost year, I haven't worked out at all. It's been really unhealthy for me. I've been definitely on a decline. I've been getting more sick often. I've been feeling, more unhealthy. I don't know how to describe it, but I just don't feel as good as I used to be. I don't feel it myself, So I think to resume back working out is a big thing, but I know when I start, it's gonna be real tough. It's gonna suck, just because I'm gonna have to learn how to get my body used to pain again, basically, so that I can grow and lose a little bit of my belly fat.
All right, yeah, that's a good goal. Like, at least getting started is a big step already. It's that's really hard for me to get started sometimes. Like, I especially procrastination. Like, um, the sooner you start doing it, the easier it gets. So, like, you might think the opposite, but no, like, it's based on personal experience. I know I can get really, really hurt. Like, my results of working out could be hurt if I put it out for later. So I gotta start earlier. So I've also been a swimmer like Daniel. We were on the same team, and we had some really good workouts together. And we started working out again last year after the pandemic hit. Like, for about 5 months ish, about until last August, we were both swimming together all the time. And then, like, I swam myself until I got COVID this January. So I've been on a swim break for about 2 months. And but even though I haven't started swimming yet, which I should probably eventually do, but I've started going to the gym more as after my COVID, because I wanted to get back in shape, because I was really unhappy of where COVID left me. I was unhappy that COVID, I was unhappy just being isolated for, even though it was only a week, it's still very annoying to be isolated for that, because it feels forever. And I just had to get out there, so I started grinding, and like, of course, school, if it gets in the way, then it's also, hard to find time, but you have to find time. There's always a way, no matter what. Like, I'm making these dumb excuses, but I just I just have to find time, which and I'm happy to announce that these past 4 days I've been working out consistently, so I got to keep the streak up. Like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I've been working out. So and I'm gonna go tomorrow again. So I'm like happy that I got out of this, at least starting to get out of this cycle, and definitely we're gonna go together as well. Daniel and we're gonna have a good time. So definitely those are my goal is to be consistent, like kind of like this week, but put it on repeat, be more consistent, and kind of my goal is to like every week increase a weight in a certain lift. So, like, in the deadlift I will increase every single week, and in the like, try new lifts, maybe try ones that I've never tried before. That's also a goal. Try new lifts or new exercises, and learn new things. We talked about the current lifestyle as well, so we can just move on to mental health. All right, moving on to mental health. How do you Daniel, how was your mental health over the past few months, and how do you think you can improve it?
Oh, my mental health was all over the place. It wasn't very good. I was part of the majority in the pandemic who definitely suffered from anxiety, depression, and I think because I didn't take any action, I just kind of hid it to myself. It got really bad, and it hasn't been fun dealing with it. But lately, I've been trying to work on things, take more action on it, so that I stop feeling this way. Because I'm tired of feeling anxious about things, worrying about what's gonna happen next, what's happening right now. Am I going to be able to do this? Or feeling constantly sad for no reason. It's really tiring. What about you, Alexi?
Yeah, definitely. Very, very. It takes a toll on you. It drains your energy. It gets out of your. It destroys your productivity if you have bad mental health. Like, I've gone through something similar as well. Like, last year, last spring, like, it took a toll on my grades as well. It took and then eventually, as I started doing more things, as I worked some jobs over the summer, I think that kind of helped me with productivity. I started swimming with Daniel. That helped with my mental health as well, because we swam a lot last summer, and then we also, like, the workout, pretty much working out in general, physical health helps with mental, so kind of one helps the other, and then the better mental health, the more effective your workouts. So it's kind of like they both go hand in hand. One cannot exist without the other. So that's how it's been. Like, it's been increasing, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that my mental health has been increasing, and I still got a lot to go. I need to keep going, and just be firm, and trust my instincts and things like that, and just don't pay attention, don't sweat the small stuff. That's a big thing. Just I need to not sweat the small stuff, and that's another goal I have for mental health, not sweating the small stuff. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, they say the mental battle is 90% of the work.
Yeah. So another thing that I kind of think helped me a lot was spiritual health. Spiritual health helped me a lot with my other areas of health. It might be different for everyone. Your definition of spiritual health might be different from my definition of spiritual health, but my faith is Christianity, and I feel like it really helps me get through tough times as well, and I feel empowered. So that's another thing that helped me combat my mental health issues, and also combat anything, pretty much, just any motivation. What about you, Daniel? How do you define spiritual health?
I agree with you. Connecting with your faith definitely helps with your spiritual health. I'm a Christian as well, and I believe that connecting back to God really helped me figure out and sort out what I need to do and how I feel about myself, and get to know myself a little bit better, which is weird. But that's how it worked for me, and it's been helping me a lot to take more action and to become a healthier person. I think it's important to connect with something, whether it be nature or really anything, other people, your community around you, so that you can really get a sense of who you are and how to help yourself, because only you can figure that out.
Like, being alone is not good too, so you have to have community, like Daniel said. You have to have community and a place where you feel safe and you feel accepted, and just where you could just, like, especially during COVID, it's tough to make friends, but I'm glad that I'm actually being more successful recently on that. So, and I really hope everyone also successful at that, because I know being lonely is not fun. So I really hope whoever's watching is able to make friends during this time. So yeah. Well, I guess we can wrap up, right? So any last words for this podcast?
I guess you guys, you're posting this on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Just leave your comments down below if you want us to talk about anything. Give us questions that we can answer. We'll do research for you and try to answer it in our next podcast. And I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great week, great day until we see each other again.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next podcast. Stay safe, everyone, and don't forget to like and subscribe.